Welcome back everyone, this is What's the Play and my name is Michael. I'm gonna do a review on the SP and what I'm expecting in the next days and weeks again. We've just recently ended the FOMC meeting. The Central Bank of America kept interest rates where they're at. They started to diminish QT, so from 25 billions to 5 billions a month on reductions on their balance sheets, which is something, it's quite nice actually, which means that we are almost in QE. If you take a closer look between August 2024 till January and February 2025, we've seen this massive uprise on the S&P. A solid gain if you've been here, congratulations, around 18% to 17%, which is astonishing, and I hope you did good. I'm going to point out to you is that this hype was expected. So everyone was counting on the new president, everyone was hoping someone to get elected. I don't know about you, I don't really care. And once Trump got elected, things stalled out for a little while. If you take a closer look, this is actually just sideways chop. Now that Trump got elected, we've been in a series of headlines, profiles that kinda spook everyone. The sentiment shift on Twitter is quite big, everyone is bearish, and since Trump started the tariff war, we've seen a large decline. This decline from the tops here to the absolute lows, around 10% on the S&P, which is crazy. It's wild, to say the least. Here we have the EMAs, the 21 EMAs, and if you take a closer look, we are actually just below them, acting as resistant. So we are trying to break them to see some upside moves from here. What I'm hoping to see, it's a little bit more of consolidation around here. If we actually start to do something like this is actually bullish, but I'm not quite sure we are gonna get this right away. I have this two lines here because they are the previous highs here on July 2024 before the big drop, and they seem to be quite resistant. They were resistant two times in the past for a very big period, and I'm hoping them to be a little bit more resistant for the next few weeks. Actually counting that this will be broken, but I'm not entirely sure when. I want to see confirmation before I buy again. Everything below this level would be, everything around here would be a nice buy. So now let's jump into the Nasdaq. Nasdaq has a very similar pattern. It's basically the same as the S&P. We have the August lows right here, and the astonishing rise of 26-27% depending on where you bought, and yeah, it's basically the same. We have some resistances here that it took a while to break them, and we are actually in the 21 EMA around this area, so I'm expecting to see the same, a little bit of chop, maybe test these lows around here, and then a nice breakout to the upside. I'm actually counting that we stay here for a little while, because I'm actually seeing that we can stay here for a little while longer, maybe till mid-April. I'm not entirely sure, because Trump seems to release new tariffs on the 2nd of April, and that might spook again markets a little bit, and then we might take a huge rally. So that's what I'm actually expecting. The play here is actually the same as the S&P. Once we break above this level, we might retest it and then actually go up to new all-time highs. I've got here prepared for you the Mag7. The Mag7, for those who don't know, this is just the 7 magnificent stocks from America, and this is just an average on them. If you take a closer look, since December, wow, I thought it would be on January, but actually since December we are down around 22%, which implies that the Magnificent 7, Tesla, Microsoft, Netflix, Apple are also around down around 20%. I have Tesla here on the chart, and if you take a measurement from there to here, it's about 50%. So Tesla, it's the most impacted from this drop on the Magnificent 7, and I'm actually seeing this as a good area, a nice area to start accumulating. If you take a closer look from the highs to lows, this is actually somewhat crazy. I probably should do something along those lines. Yeah, that's actually better. And it seems fantastic buy. It's the golden pocket basically, and we should see some chop here for a few weeks, maybe 1 month or so, before we actually see some positive action. We might use this as the new base, first resistance, then new base, and then up here we go. I have also here Meta, and I want to basically highlight that it's basically the same as the Mags ETF. So here on the Magnificent ETF, we have the down on 21.5%, and on Meta we have basically the same 21.5%. I'm quite neutral on this stock. I'm not really entirely sure what to expect. It's a nice area. I'm not into Meta right now. I definitely prefer Tesla because it's severely down and hammered. But Meta, I think we might still be here for a little while before we see some positive action. On Apple, we have something a lot more fun. So on Apple, I think we have a head and shoulders right here, and if we do a measured move from here to here, from around 15%, we can actually, from the moment it broke down, it was around here, 15% would put us around here. Let's make it clearer. It would put us around this area. This is actually nice. If this plays out, I'm expecting to do a little buy around here and take this for a few months, maybe years. Apple is one of those companies that you can just hold for a very long time. The dividend is actually nice. They're one of the stocks that pay dividends. And for the older guys out there, they probably love it more than the young ones, but it's actually a good one. I'm just gonna do a fib retracement here so I can show you that. Oh yeah, that's actually the golden pocket. That's fantastic. Yeah. I just found out this today. I did the head and shoulders because when I was messing around with the chart a few minutes before the video started, I found it, and then wow, this is amazing. The golden pocket, it's around this area, which is fantastic. So we are probably gonna get down a little bit more, like 10%, 12%. I'm not expecting this to come this down, but 10% to 12%, it would be a nice area to accumulate Apple and ride it up again. So this is the review, the weekend review, and I hope you liked it. This is my opinion on the Mag7, the Magnificent 7. I think we have a little bit more downtrend. We might even test these lows around here. I'm not entirely sure. We have to see about the tariffs. Trump is a wild card again. No one really knows what's up with this guy, so who knows. I'm not into politics. I don't really care. Again, I'm Portuguese, not even American, so I'm just a trader, and I like to see this type of action. I'm not a shorter. I don't short. I do longs. I do like swing term, long months terms on the trades. And again, my favorite one would be probably Tesla. I'm here on the weekly, and my idea would be to accumulate Tesla around these levels. around these levels right here. Again, we've entered the golden pockets. I'm hoping we stay here a little while. It's on the weekly again, a few more, 2-3 weeks, probably a month and a half. Trump is a wild card, tariffs, war. We have the war in Ukraine, Hamas again, Israel attacking, breaking the ceasefire. It's a lot of volatility in the markets, and I'm hoping we stay here a little while, then to break out of the Magnificent 7. I think this is the most promising one. I don't really care. I don't even own a Tesla. Like I said, I'm Portuguese. I don't care about politics, and I just do this for the trades. So I hope you've liked this review so far, and give us a thumbs up, and see you on the next one.